Back, everybody. Okay, we're going to be doing debates. As always, all of my social medias, including the spicy content site, is located over in the link tree, which is pinned in my chat. There we go. We got incel number 1. We're going to let an easy, I will do you after Athen. I appreciate it. Okay, let's bring Athen on. Welcome, everybody. This is incel number 1. Good job, pilot. There we go. What's up, Athen?
Okay. Hello.
Hi, welcome. So, what is your case? What do you want to debate?
What is my what?
Yeah, like, what is your, like, what are you wanting to debate?
Okay, so look, here's where I feel like I should start. Because I feel like your platform is, like, totally messed up, bro. Because, look.
Bruh, like,
What'd you say?
My platform is messed up? How is my platform messed up?
Bro, okay. So, I'm gonna start off with, I feel like...
Man, did you get banned?
Huh?
Did you get banned?
Banned from what?
Banned from chat.
Bro,
I think you're mad. I think my mods banned you, so what happened?
Okay, look, I didn't text nobody. I didn't do none of that. I ain't do. I promise. I don't even watch you.
Man, then how'd you end up here?
But listen. It's because you got this freaky ass guy texting me, and I was like, hold on, I was intrigued. Okay, I was intrigued. And look, you are low key weird, bro. You're weird. You do fuck with, bro. You fuck with him. Be honest, bro.
Who?
Huh?
Wait, who?
The guy you were talking about, bro.
The one that was trying to tell my chat that woman wants to be raped and unalived?
Yes, bro.
I mean, I think he's funny, but no, I mean, I don't think that's good. And you know what I don't want to happen is, listen, a lot of the guys in here I have a lot of retarded guys in this chat. So I don't want these guys to believe this and then get themselves in jail, you know? So that's why I, really felt like I needed to drill it into these guys that, hey, this isn't true. Do not go out and rape. Don't unalive women. Because guys will literally hear this and do it.
No, that's facts, because someone really said in the chat, they said, what did they say? Everyone got a type or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, yo. But look, not everybody's weird, bro. Like, not everybody on that. That's crazy, bro.
Dude, no woman is. Seriously. Like, and it's not good to believe these things because this is how guys end up charged with rape. Because they think that it's okay. But yeah.
I think it's crazy someone could be influenced by that. Like, okay, look, tell me out. Okay, so I feel like how you attract these people is your content, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Your
like,
what?
Some weird ass people, huh?
I didn't hear what you said before.
I said I feel like the way you attract these weird.
Oh, my content. Man, yes, there's incels everywhere, man.
I mean, that's true. I mean, I'm not hating, bro, like, on your grind. Like, you making a bag, and I respect it. But it's like, bro, weird motherfuckers will be following you, you know what I mean?
I think that's just the internet, because, like, I'll be scrolling through Reels or TikTok, and I'll see, like, a girl doing, like, a makeup tutorial, right? And she has incels in her comments. Or I'll see a girl, like, opening up about, like, traumatizing story about how she was SA'd and just trying to spread awareness for the girls, right? And I see guys in the comments like, oh, womp womp, you deserved it, I'm gonna rape you, like, crazy stuff, man. Yeah, man, you have no idea. There's incels, like, all over the internet.
Well,
and it's
okay,
not good.
well, I feel like
It's not my content. I'm telling you right now. They're everywhere.
okay. Well, you have more experience than me, 1,000%, because I mean you're a creator, you know what I mean. But what's your idea on how like these people come around to just be open with this shit and say this shit? Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
You think he was being honest? Like he was like actually believe that or no? Or you think he's just doing that to like get attention or some shit?
Honestly, it sounds like he believed it, if you want my opinion. I think that, I mean, one of two things. Either one, he's never had a real girlfriend, you know, like, because if you had a real girlfriend, she'd, like, set you straight real quick, you know, she'd probably like, beat the fuck out of you if you ever said something like that, right? So he probably never had a real girlfriend, or the woman he's dated, or like, you know, he's a pig wrangler, if you know what I'm saying. You know,
elaborate a little bit.
Huh?
Like elaborate on like what you mean.
Like you know, like the girls he's gotten with are like 400 pounds and are just happy that they have a guy there.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And
Okay.
what I mean by that is those girls are never gonna be honest. They're just gonna do or say whatever you want to hear, because they're like, oh my god, finally a guy is looking at me. The ones that are 400 pounds. So I think one of those two things. So obviously, if this dude's wrangling pigs, they're gonna tell him whatever he wants to hear. They're probably just so happy a guy's looking at them.
Okay.
So that's what I think.
Okay. Do you do these like chat things a lot, like where you like let people call in and shit?
Yeah, this is a new thing I do on this channel.
And you do? It's a new thing. Are most people weird, or are most people like normal?
Some of them are normal, but yeah, a lot of the incels that have called in have been deranged.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I feel like that's definitely a branch of like loneliness and like mental health for sure. Cause I don't know, bro needs serious help. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But
For sure.
you know what I mean? Like you were saying, a lot of people, like, I mean, what's that dude, like, Jeffrey Dahmer and shit, like, motherfuckers are crazy, bro. But, yeah, so, you personally in your life, have you experienced any person like this in real life?
No.
So, no one's, like, no, never, ever. Like, you've never been, like someone, like, a weird ex or some crazy shit, or nothing?
No, not at all. Not at all. So, but maybe that's because, like, I am very, like, I don't really, like, hang out with a lot of guys, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm very selective, so that might be why a bit, but never heard anything like this. I mean, till I came on the internet.
Yeah, okay. And so, how old are you?
23.
23. Okay. I got you. So, and how long have you been doing like social media?
On and off since I think 2021.
Okay. Nah, bro.
Oh, and just so you know, I have another channel. My other channel has 500K on it.
I was about to say, bro, I swear I seen your shit. That's crazy. So, bro, you're famous, bro.
Yeah, man, it happened so quick. Like, literally just 4 months ago, I had 100K. And in 2 months, I gained, like, over 300.
Congratulations, bro. That's actually awesome.
Appreciate it. But yeah, you guys, you never know. So if you want to do social media, just go for it. Because you honestly never know. Never thought that would happen.
Be like, you feel like a normal person one day, and then you just keep, like, you know what I mean? I mean, of course, you can't get egotistic with shit, but at the same time, like, you have to, like, you gotta realize your success and things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
and, like, I worked hard, you know? It's like, the work was put in. I was very consistent for a couple years, right? Many years, right? So, you gotta put in the work. When you put in the work, you get what you give, pretty much.
So you got 500K. I'm gonna try to put this in perspective. and you do like what is it, OnlyFans or some shit, right?
Fansly, yes.
Okay.
Link pinned in chat, you guys. First link. Buy VIP.
Hey, go get her fucking her shit, bro. Go buy that shit. But 500K, bro. 500K. So damn, bro. That's it. Damn, you cash it out, man. Holy fuck. Hey, I fuck with your grind. But yeah.
This idiot has 8th grade education tops, bitch. I have fucking 2 degrees. You could get fucked. There's some loser in chat.
Degrees. I was gonna ask like if you went to school, but like I didn't want to get off topic because I ain't trying to fuck up your channel and shit.
Yeah, I'll tell you real quick. I went to the University of Texas at Austin. My degree is in economics and environmental science.
Oh, that's actually insane. You said Austin UT.
Yeah, UT Austin, like in Austin.
That's insane, bro. So you've been to Austin?
Yeah, I live in Austin.
Bro, that's crazy that you live in Austin, bro. Bro, that's crazy. I swear I live in Austin, Texas, bro. I promise. I live in the suburb of like Kyle, Texas, but bro, I grew up in Austin, Texas, bro. Promise.
I actually don't like Austin that much, to be honest.
I mean, I know, bro. I mean, me neither, because I mean, it's like it has its good and its bad. I'm trying to go to Oregon, bro. If you ever seen Oregon, that shit is beautiful, bro. I'm trying to make my way up there, live on the earth and shit. I'm telling you, bro. You should look into Oregon. It's beautiful.
Oh, for sure, because like I don't like the high crime city. Like I like quiet, peaceful, and beautiful. You know, like I don't want it to be the middle of nowhere, but like a nice place, fresh air, like kind of like Europe, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, United States has a lot of places, bro. I mean, like Montana. I mean, if you travel, bro, I mean, you should travel. You should go to some places, bro. I've been to Oregon. I've been to some places, bro, and it's like growing up in Austin, Texas. Like, I mean, there's shit to do. It's not like other cities, but it's different than other places. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy that you're from Austin, bro.
Did you go to UT too?
I don't go to UT, bro. I'm just working, bro. But I was thinking about going to San Marcos, like, what's it, Texas State.
I wouldn't go to college right now because, like, a lot of people, even from UT, are having a hard time getting a job.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Because of AI.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm trying to get into a trade, bro, like, and do something like electrical, HVAC, something like them sorts. But, you know, it's...
Yeah, I think that's the smarter thing to do because so many people it's mainly from the computer science, the engineering, a lot of people in general, but mainly the engineering and computer science, they're having a very hard time getting jobs.
AI is taking over. AI is taking over. I mean, if your job can be replaced, I mean, they rather pay less people. That's just crazy, bro.
100%.
Yeah, AI is crazy. But damn, I feel like I fucked up your topic, but...
Oh, yeah. What do you have to say to, like, the incels? Because I'm hoping, like, maybe, you know, hearing it from, you know, like, I try to kind of help the incels. Like, I feel like I'm kind of fathering them, and I try to raise my children good. Yeah, just, like, teach them right. Like, I'm thinking maybe if they have, like, a man tell them, like, this might open their eyes, but what motivation would you give them?
Okay, motivation. Okay. Never. I mean, that's a hard one because I mean, it's hard to like know all their little like things. But
or like, what do you say to the incels that like, you know, think that it's okay to go through life like angry and being mean to women or, you know, acting fucked up just because they, you know, don't have a girlfriend. You know.
I mean, okay. I feel like never take people for granted because. It's the thing. You could be mean to people and be rude, but you're just gonna be a sour person and like have no one in your circle. It's like everybody strives for a community. Everybody wants someone to talk to. You know what I mean? So what I would say is like treat people right because it's so easy to like not treat someone right and just do what you want whenever you want. But you gotta respect people and treat people right. That's one thing. And another thing is like people have to understand, but like women. Like this, like they got like less power than a man. You know what I mean? Like it's scary for a girl to have to be like one-on-one with a man. Like you don't want to put a female through something that can like actually emotionally scar them. Like you don't want to do that. when it don't mean nothing to you but a little fucking fantasy. It's like, grow up, bro. You just gotta grow up and like live life and like try to like find memories and find people that you can rely on and like grow with. People like that, it's like I've seen it, they accept it and they lock themselves in a little box and they like just do what they do. But like they know that shit's wrong. So like they just gotta fight their battles. You know what I mean? Stop putting it off.
Absolutely.
But, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's hard because, you know, a lot of people, they don't listen. A lot of people are really stubborn. Nothing you say will ever get through to them. But, hey.
And some of these guys are like a lost cause. But
Because they hear that. If someone hears that, they just get mad. It's like, I guarantee you half them, they may be like financially stable a little bit, but like a lot of them probably are like relying on their family and like just like not someone to like lend a shoulder ever. Like they're just a fucking bag of fucking weight. It's like, don't be a bag of weight. Don't put more on people that they don't deserve. Like when you grow up, you gotta like carry your own always. It's like you gotta help out to the people around you, or else you'll just be no one's gonna like you. You know what I mean? Like if you don't have a job, at least get a job. Everyone gotta have a job. Like try to pursue something, school. Like save your money. Don't be dumb. You know what I mean?
exactly.
I mean, it's crazy. Some people are 20 something years old. They don't even have a license and shit like that. It's like, bro, like, that's just laziness. Like, people are just lazy. Like, people like that, I guarantee they're lazy as fuck.
Oh, yeah. A lot of these guys live in their mom's basements and all they do all day is fucking harass a woman, you know, and then they
that shit right there,
wonder why they're single.
Do you think they wake up every day and they're like your personal opinion, and they're like, I feel good about myself? Or do you think they like feel shitty every single day?
Oh yeah, no, they're definitely mad, but I think, you know, it's like the victim mentality that's really fueling this.
I see.
You know, because did you hear the last guy? The first thing he said to me is that he feels sorry for the incels.
You feel sorry? That's just like, I don't even know how to like answer that. It's like, can you feel sorry for someone that's like so?
They're doing it to themselves.
Yeah, they're doing it to themselves.
You know, there are people that have been through real shit and overcame like serious shit, right? I'm not gonna feel bad for some guy that's like crying and wants to be the victim. It's like, fuck no.
Especially when they're like, because you don't respect my sexualities and fantasies. It's like, bro, that's like manipulation, brainwash. Like those are just manipulated people. Everybody knows boundaries. Everybody knows rights and wrongs. It's like you can't overcome a wrong with someone telling you that you're weird. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. The people are weird as fuck, bro. I don't get that shit.
For sure.
I don't know, bro. But damn, what's your chat saying? I can't even see.
They're not really saying much.
I feel like they're hating, bro. I feel like they're haters. I feel like they're like low-key mad right now. They want some shit to feel some fire. That's why I feel like, damn, I'm fucking up your shit, bro. Fucking your shit, bro. Damn.
Yeah, they're pretty okay right now.
What are they saying? Are they saying like boot me or what?
I don't really know what they're saying. Somebody said, "Is this a debate or a date?" Yeah, I think they're wanting like a debate. Like they want to hear.
They want you to argue with me. Okay, what's up? Okay. Let me try. What?
But we don't have to argue if you don't want. I mean, if you want to just kind of leave them off with advice, I could like bring somebody else into the queue.
Okay, leave them off with some advice. Yeah, we don't gotta argue. That's cool. Well, that sounds good. Well, I appreciate the...
Yeah, thanks for coming on here. I actually think this is very good. I actually like when like the good guys come on, because I feel like it's like a good influence. It's setting a good example for the incels, you know, and believe it or not, guys, I do want to help you guys, you know. I am trying to be a good father, so I do like having these guys on. You know, it's like a breath of fresh air.
Yep. Yep, for sure. I'm gonna say real quick, like I'm going through a tough relationship breakup with my girlfriend. Like we've been together for like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy shit happening. I mean, like crazy shit that I never thought that I could like let into my boundaries and like you know what I mean, like respect. You know what I mean, like and still
Like,
try
what
to move forward.
happened?
Okay, look. So I mean, it's a whole lot, bro. Like this shit's a way too long. I'll put it in a little short version.
Okay.
So, we've been together 3 years off and on, right? Some points through the relationship, I had like when we were off and on, I had like texted other girls like a little, like you know what I mean, a little bit, and like I'm gonna take account before I messed up, I made it wrong, you know what I mean? I was wrong in that. But look, I was trying to make things right. Like I took her on a dinner. I took her like I bought her a dress. I mean like you know what I mean. I did all this stuff. I was trying to make things right. Show her I care. Come around. Few weeks go by and she fucks a guy, bro. She fucks a guy. Okay, and I'm already like I'm a little mad. I mean I was a little mad. Okay, I'm really mad. And then it comes out that she's also texting my friend. And this is the thing about it, bro. Like he's like not like a really close friend. But it's like, bro, I accepted my wrongs from the beginning. And I told her, I was like, if you ain't trying to make it work, then just break up with me. But, like, it's 3 years, so you can't just, like, throw it away. But, nah. So, I mean, everyone goes through things is what I'm trying to get at. And, like, I'm not trying to be malicious. I mean, I'm not trying to fucking go break her shit and do all this crazy shit. You know what I mean? It's like...
If you want my advice with something like this, you need to get a therapist. You both need to go to therapy. It's insane to think that you guys could fix this or get over this by yourselves. This is what couples therapists are for. Because if you don't get a couples therapist, what's going to happen is she's going to keep... You know, she's obviously trying to get revenge. She's angry. That's why she's doing these things. And then at some point, you're going to get angry. And it's going to be a forever back and forth. That's why there needs to be professional intervention. You know? You have to
sure.
if you want any chance at fixing this. Otherwise, there's no chance. You need to, you know, and I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. A lot of people try to fix their own problems. And it's like, no, sometimes you need to get a specialist. That's what they're for. They went to, you know, they're literally educated on solving these problems. You know, it's like if you don't know how to build a house, you're not going to build your own house. Or you kind of get what I'm saying? You're going to fuck up. So that's what I recommend.
Like, you don't understand it as well as you can to like try to figure it out. And, like,
these things are so complicated, right? Obviously from the surface you see what it is, but like actually fixing it is a lot more complicated than, hey, you know, like, let's not do this, or hey, I bought you a dress. It's like, I definitely get a specialist for that one.
I mean, it's like that right there. Like, it's not like I'm trying to like win her over by getting a dress. Like, and it's not like I'm trying to use that as like leverage. Like, I would do it.
Right,
again,
you're just showing that you're sorry, right?
I'm sorry and I care. Like, I just don't. That's not like I just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, but. That's what she said. She said, I mean, this is the thing. I feel like people, bro, they were like, people are like crazy. Relationships is crazy. So, like, that's a big thing that will fuck people up, bro. Relationship, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, be careful who you associate with, for sure.
For sure. But, I mean, I think you guys could definitely overcome it. Right now, it's like you did something bad. She got revenge. But at this point, I would just kind of do my best to not let it be a back and forth. Don't get mad and retaliate, because then she's just going to keep cheating and you're just going to keep texting girl. It'll never end until it, like, eventually ends forever, so.
And that's crazy. Like, bro, you're lucky smart, bro. That was good advice. Like, a lot of times when I tell my friends and shit, like, they don't give me, like, good advice. Like, they just tell me, like, bro, like, just, like, stop talking to her.
No, but, definitely don't stop talking to her. I mean... You know, and even the guys in chat are, like, kind of talking shit on her. It's like, she's only acting this way or texting your friend not because she cares about him. She's doing it for you because she's mad. So, you both still care, obviously, so it's worth saving the relationship, I'd say.
Right.
And not letting it kind of burn. But I think it'll work out. You know, you just need to get a therapist. I think maybe in a few weeks... both of you guys will cool off and could go back to normal.
It's just like, I feel like nowadays society really does fuck with like relationships and like stuff like that. Because like growing up, all I knew was like party, drink, and like girls and shit until I met her, and then shit was different. You know what I mean? And then like it takes a lot to change from what you learn your whole life. You know what I mean? And we're young, so it's like, you know what I mean or no?
Yeah, for sure. And like the couples that grow old together, like they've been through some shit. Like I feel like a lot of men, like who want families or who want to be or like grow old with a woman, like they don't really they don't get that, if you want to have a partner for life, you have to learn how to deal with things like this. These couples that
Right.
are great together, they've cheated on each other many times. They've, it's not like it's
Right.
been perfect the whole time, but the difference is like they go and get the help, right? They hire
Right.
the relationship therapist to fix the problem.
Okay.
So,
I gotta.
definitely.
I was about to say. My bad. My bad. I was about to say. I got like a controversial question, I guess, because I feel like everybody has like a different answer to it. But like, you personally, like, are you religious or no?
No, not
You're not
really.
religious. So, what do you believe in, like a human, like how a human became?
Um, I actually don't know because I haven't looked into that too much. But what I don't like with with Christianity specifically, I feel like a lot of men have completely embarrassed Christianity. A lot of men have been using like the Bible to excuse bad behavior, if that makes sense. So
I see.
that's what I don't like. Because, like, I believe at the end of the day, no one's died yet, right? So it's really about, like, doing right, like understanding what goes around comes back around. And, anybody could be a good person. You don't need to believe in this or that to be a good person, if that makes sense. You could wear a cross and say that you're religious, but if you're doing bad things or acting demonic, I mean, the bottom line is you're probably going to hell. So,
Right. I mean,
yeah.
that's the thing. I bet that dude, like some of these dudes that acting all crazy like this, will go to church and like
Mm-hmm.
be Christians. I mean,
And it doesn't
yeah.
work like that. Obviously, like if you're acting really demonic and being, an asshole, and just because you go to church doesn't mean you're going to heaven.
Right. I mean, for sure, for sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, faith. I feel like I would never hate on somebody's faith. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I feel like faith is a strong thing that pushes people to do great things, but there's a lot of corruption behind a lot of these powerful, rich churches and shit like that, whatever the case may be. I mean, do you know about Amish people and shit like that? Like that shit's that shit's a cult. You know what I mean? That's a fucking cult that are holding people basically damn near hostage. It's like, and that's a religion. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's like what I was getting at is like how the human was made. I mean, like, cause some people say God, some people say like an evolution type of deal. It's like I don't know, bro. I'm just trying to hear more ideas. What's the chat saying? What they say? Are they saying God, glory, greatness?
I don't really know what they're saying, to be honest. Let me see.
And you know, you can peep in chat.
She's not wrong. I don't go to church, but God loves me. Da, 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 da.
Really? That's what they say.
Some people saying that you sound young.
Young.
Mm-hmm.
How old do you think I am?
Like
Because I'm
19 to 20.
I'm 19. So
Oh, that's crazy. I got it right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always right, you
But
guys.
she got it. You be guessing the ages or what?
Huh?
You're good at guessing ages or what?
I'm good at guessing everything. I'm always right about shit.
Okay, I feel like that's not true.
I honestly am. Like it's crazy. I just have really good like intuition. I don't know.
Yeah, I just say intuition. Yeah, intuition. But do you believe in um fucking astrology?
No.
Huh?
No, not really.
No astrology.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, I feel like astrology is cool. I mean, I don't know how
I,
much I
I don't
believe in
know
it.
too much about it, so maybe it is real, but I don't know a lot. So
What's your birthday?
April 1st.
So, does that make you like what is it, like a Leo or something?
Aries.
Aries. So, I don't know about that shit too much, but bro, sometimes that should be true though, bro. Sometimes that should be true. Sometimes I'll read it, but I feel like everything's a loophole. Everything's like a, you know what I'm saying? You'll get into it too much. Do you think, what about the chat? Do they believe in astrology, or I feel like they don't?
You guys comment.
I feel like they're haters, and they're not into the
I have
minds.
Somebody wanting to debate. Do you want to close off with anything?
All right, my bad. You can definitely.
And you can always call back in. You know, if like you're watching and something comes up and you want to put your opinion, that's always an option. But somebody wants to debate on incelism, so
debate them.
All right.
But this is my first time that I ever like watched your shit. I promise. That's why I just seen. I was like, I just like want to say what's up. But good night, guys. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Peace out.
All right, bye. Okay, we're gonna debate incel number 2. But yeah, you guys should take some notes from that guy. He's 19 and is a lot smarter than a lot of you incels. A lot of you incels are 30.
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome, incel number 2. Man, your profile picture is crazy, man. What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Change that shit. Like, guys, like, his fucking picture's literally like him holding a gun at the fucking camera. Man, like, I feel threatened.
Let's talk about your definition of an incel, right? How do you define an incel?
So, like, okay, so the actual definition of incel is involuntarily celibate. And incel is a guy that is mean, very hateful, and like a bully.
Well, I don't know about that, because you did admit like a couple days ago that you were misusing the term a little bit. Don't you think a better saying would just be like they're an asshole? You know?
Yeah. Misogynist. Misogynist would be more accurate.
Misogynist isn't in the definition of incel.
Right, but I mean, I don't think this is that like deep. I mean, like, why do you think incels are the way that they are? I mean, can we both agree that incels are mean to women? You know, no one would have a problem with incels if they weren't mean.
No, I agree with you that some of them are definitely assholes or lowlifes or whatever, but a lot of them could be nervous or suffering with mental struggles, and they just don't want to get out the house.
Bruh, nervous?
What?
Nervous. These guys are bold. Have you heard these guys? I don't think they're nervous.
Yes, I have. Trust me, I'm on the deep side of the internet all the time, and I see all kinds of that shit on Reddit, Discord, you know, etc., whatever you want to say. And number one, what's going on, you know, like when they're texting behind the screen, that's all a personality. A lot of the times people aren't the way they are online. So they'll talk mad shit on the internet or whatever, but when you see them in person, they won't say a fucking thing. So
that's actually scary. So somebody that I know might secretly be an incel.
I wouldn't say that. I would say maybe they're frustrated. You know what I mean? This is what I mean by incels are angry. I'm not denying the fact that there's the fucking lowlifes out there, you know? But women nowadays, and, you know, what do I know? I'm young, so it's not like I traveled back in time and fucking did the comparison. But it's kind of like a lot like nowadays, especially with social media, women are held on such of this high pedestal, and they expect so much out of men. It makes men afraid to not only go up and, you know, try to interact with women, but
not only because the initial fear of being rejected or whatever, but now on top of that, they have to worry about being called weird or creepy or what the fuck ever just because a girl doesn't like how they look. You know what I mean? Like, if I hit you with a smooth line and I look good, then it's probably gonna go well.
No,
But
it
if I don't
wouldn't.
look-
Honestly, like the way I am, I don't want nobody talking to me. I am like backhanding, pulling out the mace, whether you're fucking 5 feet tall or 10 feet tall. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't discriminate. This hand does not discriminate. No. At least with me,
Well,
that's not
if you
true.
don't- If you don't discriminate, then why are you discriminating against incels, I guess?
Well,
Going off your definition, right? This is what I mean by they're so angry. It's because of these all right, what it all comes down to, right, is that these hoes ain't loyal. It's as simple as that.
man, these hoes ain't loyal.
No loyalty, no integrity, nothing.
I believe men
Classless.
cheat more than women do, though. You don't
I
think?
think men and women cheat on each other just as much. I think that social media is trying to normalize it and glorify it.
Right, but I mean, but these incels are usually men that have never had a girlfriend. Is that correct?
I guess. I mean, couldn't it be argued that somebody could be an incel at any point in their life, regardless of their sex life or history?
You're actually right. I actually know one guy like this. He has a girlfriend and hides her, pretty much fucking cheating, fucking like obsessing over other women, stalking other women, but secretly a girlfriend living with him. So he's an incel. So you are right about that. Actually, I didn't know that existed, but I mean,
incels has nothing to do with somebody. Okay, when you said, like you just said, that dude's cheating on his girl and obsessing over girls, right?
Yeah.
Incels, by definition, don't get, even by your definition, because I feel like I understand what you're trying to say, that doesn't line up. It just doesn't line up. A lot of incels, like I said, as per the definition, don't have a sex life.
Right.
So,
yeah, but I guess
that's what they're angry about. And maybe it's not just, sex, but also that they're looking for a relationship and they see all these red flags in women, so many, and it scares them or makes them frustrated, understandably
right,
so.
But here's my big objection. No one is entitled to a woman. And on the flip side, if, let's say, and just hear me out on this, say that a girl who's 500 pounds and very chopped was angry, why don't I have a boyfriend? And let's say she went up to you. Huh?
I said those exist.
Yeah. And let's say this chopped, 500-pound woman was harassing you and angry at you, like, how dare you not date me? I've never had a boyfriend. You fucking better date me. Kind of had this, coercive undertone, right? You'd fucking look at her like, man, I'm not attracted to you. You are not owed a boyfriend. I'm not into you. If you want a boyfriend so bad, you could get up and take your 500-pound ass to the treadmill, right? And maybe fix your face, right? That's what you'd say.
Right.
That is literally what women are doing, right? No one is entitled. Well, let me finish. No man or woman is entitled to a partner. So what women are doing is, incels are going to women like, hey, we want your attention. We want to be with you. And women are like, okay, get a job and get some manners, right? Just like how you tell the fat girl, lose weight and get pretty.
Sometimes, number one, women could be just as entitled being overweight, unattractive, whatever you want to fit the bill as, right? Anybody can be entitled. And when you're saying entitled to one person, do you mean dedicated to a relationship or owning them? Because that's what I feel like you're trying to imply
I'm simply saying it's imagine a girl you are not attracted to
Right.
kind of demanding that you pursue her romantically or give her a chance. So what if I'm fat? I have a good personality. You would not be down with that, man. And like I'd understand it. She's not attractive, right? So
Right.
on the flip side, let's say a pretty girl, you know, has an incel telling her, "So what if I'm broke? So what if I watch Andrew Tate? I'm a nice guy, just get to know me." You'd understand why she'd reject him, just like how that girl would understand why you'd reject 500-pounder. So that's all it is. So here's where I don't have any sympathy for incels. It's like, you know what? You control your life, you know? And the thing is with women, it's like if you are a nice guy, if you're kind and fun to be around, you're pleasant. Like literally in today's society, the bar sits so low. Just being a kind of guy that doesn't fight with his girlfriend. If you're just capable of not fighting with a woman, being
Yeah.
kind and paying when you go out and buying her little trinket here and there,
Right.
she'll pretty much marry you. You know, if you could not fight with her for a year,
You know
you
the
you
old
have a
saying,
wife.
though, nice guys never win. Like, there's a lot of good guys out there, and, you know, there's an argument to be made that some of them are, quote, incel, you know what I mean?
Can you give me an example of that though? Because like every guy that I've dated him because he's literally like done everything I wanted. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
simped out
'cause
for
you're
me.
hot.
So,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. So that's because you're hot. Other than that, like,
right, but like I've literally dated the nicest guys. So how can you say nice guys finish last when like from at least my experience, those are the guy. Like I've never dated the guy that watches Andrew Tate or is rude or broke. Like I actually date the guys
I think let me before I get into this, let me reiterate and say that I'm not a fan of Andrew Tate, but sometimes he does bring up good points. I don't like the guy at all. I think he's a fucking prick, but straight up, he does bring up some valid points, and I have to agree with him on it, especially when it comes to women entitlement. I'm just going to be real with you.
Right, but even if women are let's say that you're right, they have high expectations, okay? So what? Everyone has the right to want what they want. A woman could argue men have high expectations. They want a woman with big tits and a waist the size of a pencil. I think everybody has high expectations. Could you agree on that? Like everybody wants.
I agree, but what I'm saying is that the expectations go so beyond reality. Like they want literally perfection. Like, yeah, you could have this amazing fucking jawline and look amazing, but you don't got this, or you ain't this, or oh, you're just not as funny. Just this one little thing for you to slip up and it's gone.
Have you had an experience like that? Because I just don't think that exists.
Yeah, I've had experiences like that, and now I'm not saying that all women are like this. Okay?
So a woman broke up with you, or like, can you elaborate?
No, I broke up with I've been broken up with once. Every other time I've broken up with them.
Okay, can you elaborate a little bit more? Because like I just don't think women are over not having a jawline or something like that going to end a relationship. So
well, when that's from your perspective, you see, I guess it's all subjective because I'll never know how you see people through your eyes, right? But it is
right, but like what is your experience, you know, because it's hard when it's all like, you know, just kind of talking theory, right? So do you have an experience to point to?
Yeah, I do. I had a girlfriend for a little bit and everything was going great. As a matter of fact, we were kind of childhood friends. And then I showed a little bit of emotion and it all just kind of spiraled down from there. And when I say emotion, I don't mean like obsessive or nothing like that. I mean like genuine emotion, like your friend calls and I don't want to go too into detail because it's too personal, but there's tears involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for some reason, that serves as like a turnoff in women seeing men cry. Men are allowed to show their emotions towards women, Like I said, maybe not all of them, but there's a lot of them for sure.
Can I, I feel like the context does matter. Because, for example, if you're crying about, oh, I'm very sad, like I didn't get the job I wanted, or I'm sad, like my grandma passed away. I feel like no woman's gonna judge you for that. But if it's something like, I'm just giving an example, she went out with her friends to have a fun night, and then she comes back home to you, and you're like crying, oh my god, like I just get so insecure. When it's like that, she's not leaving you because you showed emotion. She's leaving you because she feels insulted. Like you kind of get what I'm saying. It's like,
Well, yeah,
you know,
if she's
so
a little bitch, that's a whole other story. But
well,
what
that's
I'm
not a
saying is that,
bitch, but
showing
like,
emotion in general.
yeah. So I do think the context matters. I mean, when you showed emotion, was it like along the lines of, oh, you didn't listen to me, I'm crying? Like when it's like that, she's not leaving you because of your emotions. She's leaving you because, like, you're crying because I went out. It's kind of like, so you're crying because
That's
you
not
can't
the reason.
control me.
That's not why I was,
Okay.
flipping out. I was flipping out because one of my best friends was threatening his own life, and it
Okay.
put me in tears. I was scared, and I don't know why, but I could see it in her eyes. It just kind of dwindled off from there. The visit stopped. She stopped coming over. She was distant as fuck. Barely would talk to me. Like, it was noticeable.
Is it possible that she was trying to give you the space that you needed? I mean, did you ask her, like, hey, why are you seeing me less, or did you not do that?
Yeah, I did. And she had even told me, she was like, oh, it's not going to be like this forever and this, that, and the other. And that's all well and good. I tried giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But then I hear all these stories from other people like, hey, she's doing this. Hey, she's doing that. And, or I check her Snap location and she's all over the fucking city at random times of the day. And, if she's running errands or whatever, that's absolutely fine. But barely talking to me, showing up to absolutely random places, and you're telling me something else, like, that's uncalled for, And I mean, I don't hold any animosity towards it. Turns out she was cheating, but I don't hold any
Well, do you know
animosity
that?
towards her.
Like, how do you know she was cheating besides hearsay?
Because I was told by coworkers.
Man, like, like, if you want my opinion, like, I don't think you should, like, ever believe, like, do you kind of get what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are jealous, or a lot of people just suck.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, like, maybe they're mad that they don't have a
But
girlfriend.
some of these people are genuinely looking out for you.
But how do you know, though? Because let me tell you something. One of the guys that
Yeah.
I dated, I literally lived with him, right? But nobody
Right.
knew this because, we were kind of like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, we were kind of focused on the relationship. We weren't advertising, hey, everybody, we moved in, right? So I lived with this guy. And his friend group, I mean, one of his friends was really obsessed with me, right? And, like, he was a
Okay.
guy that I rejected. And not that this matters, but the entire friend group was trying to convince him I was cheating on him. Little did they know we were fucking living together.
Yeah.
Had we not been living together, let me tell you, he would have believed it because he's a really insecure guy. Or he's not insecure, but he's very, like, anxious, right? So do you
Right.
kind of get where I'm getting at? So I know firsthand how jealous people are. And then even friends of him that I've never even fucking met were trying to back up, oh, yeah, she's cheating with da-da-da-da-da. And, like, he didn't say a word because, like, I literally told him, like, don't say anything. Let's see how far they're going to go with this. So do you get where I'm at? So, like, I think, like, this is something men need to be careful about. I mean, if you have people telling you that your girlfriend's cheating, ask her. If she says no, then she said no. That's your girlfriend. I think you should believe her until you actually have a reason to. Do you get what I'm saying? Believe she's cheating. I mean, when you asked her if she was cheating, what did she say to you?
I didn't ask her. I broke up with her.
Okay, you see what I'm saying? Like, what? Because, like, what I see is I see a woman who you know, what's going on is very serious. She sees you're upset, so she gave you some space. Honestly, I do the same thing. And it's not about being turned off about the crying, it's that she can't do anything for you or your friend. So she's trying to save the relationship by stepping away to give you time to process that.
No, that's not, no.
And I
Number
think that
one,
maybe she went out more because she's not hanging out with you anymore. She's catching up with her friends, right? And then while she was catching up with her friends, trying to kind of give a break, right? Put a little break
right.
so you could sort this out.
um,
Bad
quick question.
actors,
How
men
long-
make shit up and you broke up with her. I think you should have not broke up with her.
But all right.
You know? Like do
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? Like, and this is very common. You know, I notice guys do this a lot. And it
Yeah.
boils down to like bad communication. You really should have asked her if these things were true.
Well, she should have. Well, that's a two-way street, Mrs. Sorry, Miss. That's a two-way street. She has to give some kind of communication here, because I'm not just gonna lay my nuts on the table and just be like, all right, here's everything. She has to meet me in the middle. You know what I mean? A relationship is a give and take kind of thing. You can't just expect everything from one person to get absolutely nothing in return. It has to be 50-50.
But she
Otherwise,
probably
it's not
had
a
no
relationship.
clue.
It's
You
a
were
fucking
worried.
joke.
Like, do you like? But you have to remember, she cannot read your mind. She probably had no idea you were looking at her location and worried, like at all, right? Like,
Right, but going 3 months without contacting your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, and not even making the time of day to contact you on Valentine's Day. I mean, come on, man.
I mean, you know, if she missed Valentine's Day, man, then you know maybe you're right, because like that's, yeah.
Like, I know what I'm talking about here. I'm not just fucking blabbering. If I'm not making a lot of sense, I'm sorry. I just woke up. I'm on night shift.
Right. I mean, I don't think she cheated, but if she didn't hit you up on Valentine's Day, then maybe she was done with the relationship, honestly.
I know she was done with the relationship, and I hold no animosity towards her. I mean, she's a bitch for cheating, fuck her for that, but I hold no animosity towards her. I wish her the best. But my point being is that not only do I have experience with it, but I've seen so many people, including my parents' relationship. I'm the result of what happened, like when the mom is caught cheating. No, you know, God rest her soul. I mean, no offense to her, but like I've grown up all my life seeing women be walking out or turning their back on men. And if they're hitting on them or whatever, then that's one thing. It's none of my business. But a lot of times I will see that they are genuine, nice people, and they think they can either do better for whatever reason, whether it's because they got more money, a better car, you know, but it's subjective at the end of the day. But these women will fuck over nice people, and what I feel like a lot of women don't realize is that people that go and fuck around all the time, one of the reasons why they do that is because they've been stabbed in the back by a woman before. So if they're like, oh, if the world is going to do this to me, then I'm going to go do that to them. And, you know, maybe they shouldn't do that, but that applies to fucking absolutely everything and not just a relationship or if somebody's cheating on you, whatever. If the world does some kind of pain to you, you're going to want to do it back.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like if you decide to go down this route of, you know, oh, I've been cheated on, so I'm gonna cheat. Well, then what if the next woman that, you know, you date was seriously down to just, you know, be with you and enjoy the relationship and had good intentions, and you fucked up the right relationship? So that's where, you know, it's like, this is where I'm kind of like, you know, life decisions, right? So if a man decides to do that, obviously doing this, he will end up forever alone. The next woman that would have, you know, been loyal will leave.
Yeah.
And then if you know, he's pretty much like wasting his time dating because every woman will leave at some point. I'm not going to feel sorry for somebody that does that because it's life decisions at the end of the day, right? So
Well,
that's where I'm coming
it feels
at.
like every woman's gonna leave regardless of him cheating or being an asshole or not. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not a saint, you know, I've
Yeah.
knocked down a couple, you know, and so like if, you know, something happens to me, like I'm trying to get in a relationship, but it's a one night stand, you know, and it fucks with me or whatever, that's karma. I can agree with that. Whatever I had was coming to me. But for genuine nice people that I wouldn't say done no wrong, but they at least never cheated or walked out on a fucking woman. Sure, they might have a couple problems, but literally everybody does. They'll get cheated on or walked out on in one of the worst ways possible. I mean, Jesus Christ.
And
there was a
Dooms,
woman
maybe you
that
could
I
take
was
some
talking
fucking
to.
notes, bitch. Take some notes, and maybe you could sound more like a man. I'm talking to some piece of shit in my chat, said that I sound like a man. I mean, I think I have a very feminine voice. What do you think?
All right, so anyway.
Yeah, you could get fucked. That's a permanent ban. But
What?
yeah, I definitely hear what you're saying. But I just kind of wonder, like, why can't it be as simple as the reason why I don't cheat is because I'm not the kind of person that doesn't cheat. For example, somebody that doesn't like chocolate. I don't eat chocolate because I don't like chocolate.
Right.
So
Right, I don't cheat
Yeah.
though. I've had one night stands and you know I've been cheated on, but I don't cheat. People like that exist, and that I mean women kind of make really bad decisions when they're picking and choosing boyfriends because they'll pick some unemployed fucking raggedy ass dude that's got no future, a multiple felon, whatever, you know, the list goes on, and they think that he's, you know, fucking magic or something like that, like he's supposed to be this amazing fucking guy, and then you have somebody that has their shit straight and doesn't get involved in that shit, maybe not because they're a pussy but just simply because they're fucking smart enough not to, and they get completely swept under the rug. They're not, their value isn't seen. They go for what I don't know how to explain it, but what enthralls them the most, like, oh, the bad boy and all this other shit.
Okay.
And I mean,
yeah, I have a big
sorry,
objection.
my bad. Keep going.
You think that the women go for the bad boy because he's more exciting.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, honestly, I genuinely don't know why. It's one of the many things about women that
You think
I'll
the
never
majority
fucking
of women
understand.
do this?
A lot of them, maybe not the majority, but at least where I'm from, a lot of them. Are you kidding me? I hear about it all the time.
Well, I don't do that. Every guy that I have dated has been very smart and not a criminal, very good. You kind of feel what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, one guy graduated in 2 years. He works in energy trading. The other guy, he did coding and he owned his software company. But you kind of get where I'm going at. These are not guys that are going to be bad boys. These are just the kind of guys that just do their work and have their little hobby.
Well, bad boys doesn't also just have to mean like, oh, he fucking slangs dope or whatever. It could also just be a simple fact that he's an asshole. I don't know.
No, every
Like
guy
I
that
said,
I've
I'll never
dated, like,
understand.
worship the ground that I walked on. That's why I dated them. And I think a lot of women want to date the guy who is, do you kind of get what I'm saying? Like, successful and worships them or treats them good, don't you think?
Right, but don't you also think that it also depends on their definition of success, like what they define as success? And that kind of goes back into the whole what I was saying about they expect more from others than they expect of themselves. What if I want my girl not to have an OnlyFans account?
Don't date one. Or, like, don't, you know,
Okay.
hit one up.
But let's say we're in a relationship, right? Let's say we're in a relationship for a while, and let's say, you know, if I had gotten on board knowing the OnlyFans was on there, then great, whatever. But let's say we've been dating a while, a couple months, 4 months, whatever, and all of a sudden you walk up to me and go, hey, baby, I want to start an OnlyFans. Hell yeah. if the person you're dating or whatever is not interested in that, for the obvious reason, he doesn't want random men looking at their phone, touching themselves at pictures of you. But let's say that was on the table, right? You two are arguing. How would you handle that? He doesn't want your body being seen on the internet for other strangers to touch themselves to. What is your argument to that?
I tell him, great. Well, I'm glad you brought this up because I don't want your peen being uncaged. You put on this cage, I'll delete the OnlyFans. Do we got a deal?
I mean, isn't that what the relationship all comes down to? It's dedication.
Right, yeah. So if you dedicate yourself to putting on this belt, this lovely Chad belt, OnlyFans is gone. Let's shake on it.
Right.
That's where I'd be at with that. But I actually did have, when I decided to make an OF, I was with the second guy I was dating, and he was actually very supportive. He was great about it. He offered to help me with whatever I needed, and he told me he wanted to be the first one to sub to it, and he actually was. The moment I launched it, he subbed to it like this, and he asked me, oh, was I the first one? So he was actually very supportive. Anything I needed, he tried to offer to help me. Do you need photos? Do you need me to do anything? So, I mean, I'd hope that more men would react like this, because do you kind of get what I'm saying? I feel like when you're in a relationship, right? I feel like you're supposed to support and uplift the person you're with, because would you agree, let's say you did have a girlfriend that did OnlyFans, do you agree that odds are she's going to have a lot of incels telling her, fuck you, delete your OnlyFans? She's going to have more guys telling her that, then I love it.
Mean, I would be one of them. I wouldn't be okay with it. And
yeah, but here's what I'm saying. It's
what you do with your life is absolutely your business.
But can I wrap up my point real quick? You understand, any woman's going to have a lot more guys telling her, delete this, fuck OnlyFans. So as her boyfriend, I feel like you should be one of the few men that are I support you no matter what.
Okay.
This is amazing. That's just my view on it, because you're supposed to be her boyfriend, not a keyboard warrior. Because in that case,
you're supposed to be his girlfriend, which means you are exclusive to him. And no, that doesn't mean
nobody is exclusive to anybody.
That only he's supposed to see what his eyes are meant to see. You're not supposed to be flashing your naughty bits
is
on
not
OnlyFans
healthy.
if you're in a relationship.
This is not healthy. Something you just said. You're supposed to be exclusive to him. This implies that people are property. That's not healthy.
Get your ass out the kitchen. It's the definition of it.
Yeah, but can I say something? I don't think that's healthy. I believe a relationship is part of your life, not your whole life. You're exclusive to him implies the woman is property. And let me just say something to you.
No, it doesn't. And it's the
Let me wrap up what I'm saying.
Exclusive to you, just as much as you're not supposed to go get.
You're in a relationship together.
You're not supposed to go out and haul out random women.
Can I wrap up my point?
It's a mutual thing.
Let me tell you something. Nobody wants to feel like they're being held hostage. The moment you make somebody feel like they're trapped, right?
Yeah.
Or there's any kind of force, they're gonna go from wanting to be with you and liking to be around you to wanting to get out. That's human nature. So, just a piece of advice to you, that's not good.
If they can't accept the fact that they're supposed to be dedicated to our relationship and only I'm supposed to, have her, if we're broken up or something happens, that's not
good.
But hold on a second, right? What were you gonna say? Hold on.
Yeah, I just think this is something to think about. You're using words like have her, she's your, this is implying that you own the person.
Not your property. I'm gonna say it one last time.
So you're both in a relationship.
Your girlfriend.
Right. Yeah. So, but you have to remember, a relationship is when two people are dating. That doesn't mean that you own the other person. So you could be dedicated to somebody, but you have to, if you want a healthy
That's not a
relationship,
relationship. Then that's a fling. That's messing around. That's friends
no,
with
it's
benefits.
not.
A relationship is when you're exclusive to the other person.
Yeah, obviously, like you're only dating each other, but you need to understand for a healthy relationship, both parties need to have their own life. They need to have their own hobbies and their own decisions, right? Obviously, this doesn't permit cheating.
But I'm not saying, but that doesn't mean in the sense like,
Like,
hey,
how would you
if
feel?
we get into
Like,
a relationship, we're gonna quit painting. I'm saying, hey, if we get in a relationship, quit posting naked pictures of yourself on the fucking internet. That's not a. That's.
I
not
have a
tall
question for
order.
you. What do you do for work?
I stock. I work at a grocery store. Average job.
Okay. So what if your girlfriend said to you, let me just say Walmart, hey, honey, Walmart just got canceled for like, they're hurting it's doing bad shit to the environment. You know, they're using these trucks that emit the, like, I'm just throwing out an example. What if she's really, against pollution? They're fucking, you have no idea how much fucking like fucked up gases and carbon they're releasing it in the air just through their fucking transport of the goods. You must quit. You'd look at her like, dude, that's my job. I'm gonna pick where I work, right? Like, you'd look at that as overstepping, right? What if you had a hobby like, let me think. What's a hobby you have?
Playing video games. I don't know.
Video games. What if
playing
guitar? Video games. What if she tried to tell you to stop playing video games? Like, honestly, you wouldn't want to be with her anymore.
Well, I'm not going to completely stop. Here's the thing, right? Because are you trying to tie this back into like the whole having an OnlyFans thing? Like,
it's not just about the OnlyFans. It's anything in general. Whether it's going out, whether it's a guy friend, OF, whether it's, hanging out with a male coworker, anything of that sort. I just don't think it's healthy. And I believe a big reason why a lot of men are not able to, have like functioning relationships is because of shit like this. It's like there needs to be boundaries and respect so you don't make the other person feel trapped. Because you know that if your girlfriend did that,
we need to respect your boundaries, you need to respect ours. And this goes back to what I was saying. It is a 50-50 thing. It is a two-way street. Love is not fucking one-sided, man. If you're in a relationship and you truly are thankful for this person, if you truly love them, then you would work these things out. And yes, you would have to cut some of the things out of your life that they don't want, but it's vice versa. If you don't want me to play as much video games, fair enough. I'll cut it down to like an hour a day or something like that. If I don't want you doing this or whatever because I don't believe with it, then it can go halfway. You see, I'm not arguing against a hobby or whatever. If I want to play video games and my girlfriend wants to fucking do whatever, work on cars or something, I don't care. The only thing that I ask of her is that she, number one, doesn't make an OF for an obvious reason, but just that she stays loyal to me and shows me that she cares and appreciates me. Other than that, I don't give a fuck what she does, just as long as she ain't walking out.
Do you think that girls that do OF are like more likely to cheat?
Yes.
Really?
If you think about it, you're technically cheating already.
How?
Because, hold on a minute, right? I'll try to explain my logic here. What's the difference between somebody going on your OF page and buying something and you just sending a nude to somebody straight up? Because the only difference I see is that you're posting it on a wall for whatever price, and the other is because you're just sending, I don't know.
I'll explain the difference. So if a girl was like sexting a man, right? Versus OnlyFans. Right. If a girl's sexting a man, that implies she's personally, sexually attracted to him. And that's likely a stepping stone to her eventually meeting up with him and having genital contact, right? Whereas with OF, you kind of feel what I'm saying. None of those elements are there, right? Do you get what I mean?
I understand that
if you catch a girl sexting a guy, I could guarantee you Like, if it hasn't already happened, she's planning on cheating on you and she's attracted to him and wants to sleep with him, right? But
Right.
with OF, it's more like, honestly, man, it's no different than paying for a movie. It's like these guys are paying to see the content. So that's where it's different. And I don't think it's true that OF girls are more likely to cheat because let me tell you,
It's not
I
like
have
paying
an
for a movie. It's like paying for a porno with your girlfriend in it.
porno.
Yes,
Man,
because that's essentially what it is, right? It's
really?
porn.
Porn?
Yes, it's porn. It's porn. Yes.
What do you
it
think
is.
girls are
If
posting
you-
on
if you-
OnlyFans?
What?
What do you think girls are posting on OnlyFans?
Porn.
Like what is it?
If they're showing pictures of themselves naked or if they're masturbating with whatever, any kind of it is porn. It is
You think
porn.
a girl's body is
By definition.
porn?
No, I don't think a girl's body is porn. I think a girl posting her body on the internet naked for other people to see, whether it be locked behind a paywall or not, is porn.
I don't agree. I mean, I'm European, so maybe there might be a cultural difference, but I believe a woman's body's art. You know, it's straight up
Yeah,
Instagram with
that's-
no clothes.
That's all well and good. Make a fucking painting, I don't care, or make a sculpture.
Yeah,
That's
but
completely different. This is in a sexual manner where the goal is to get people attracted to it, not
Passion.
because my body is
Stack
art,
it to the
but because you're
ceiling.
trying to get. You do realize that the people that you're calling out, the quote unquote the incels, are the same one buying your OnlyFans.
No,
I don't know
they're
what you're
not.
doing
No, they're
going
not.
after your fucking-
No, they're
yes,
not.
they are.
No,
Think
they're
about
not.
it for a
No,
second,
they're
right?
not.
Think about a guy that you hate. You absolutely fucking hate every single part of him.
The
right?
guys
There
on
is
my
nothing
Fansly
stopping
are
him.
like
There is nothing
great.
stopping him from going on your website and seeing pictures of you.
Yes,
naked.
there is. Usually the
Like
incels
what?
are broke. The guys
No,
on
they're
my
not. They
page
have-
are great. These
Dude,
are the
we
guys
have to
with jobs and
survive.
class. They're not
Fucking
incels.
somehow. We have to survive somehow. We can't just sit around and fucking with our dick in our hand beg for our parents' money. And even if we do fucking beg for our parents' money, it's still money at the end of the day. They just cover it up.
I
as
love The
something.
Sims.
Oh, Dad, let me get this for fucking food or whatever. Oh, Mom, let me get this for whatever. And really, they're using it to buy naked pictures of you.
By the way, link pinned in chat, first link. Listen, I just don't listen. I think there's a difference between a simp and an incel. A simp is straight up the opposite. I fucking love the simps.
No, you
All the
don't.
girls-
If you loved them, you wouldn't be so goddamn. You wouldn't cheat on them or treat them
Every-
like shit or that they're less than. And when I say
Every
you,
man
maybe
I've
I'm not
dated
talking
has
about
been
you
a simp,
specifically, but
bro.
I'm talking about you as in women in general.
How can you say I don't love the simps when every man I've dated has been a simp? I only date
I
men.
don't fucking doubt it.
Like, no, man, I fucking love the Sims, but trust me, the incels are not subbing to the page. The incels don't have the money to or believe porn is free. You know, trust me. I don't think incels are subbing to OF.
I'm really confused because your definition of incel isn't. I mean, it's in the name, bro. It's incel, involuntary.
Yeah,
celibate.
but they're
You were
usually
talking
okay,
about
okay,
this
but listen,
a couple days ago.
part of the reason
I've been trying to talk to you for a couple of days. I've been wanting to talk about this.
yeah, but part of the reason, a big part of the reason they're involuntarily celibate is, think about it, what is women's number one complaint with men? Broke. It's because they're broke. I'm telling you right now.
And why do I see a bunch of women going out with the same people? You see, and I've noticed this with a lot of women. Like I said, not every single one, but a lot. They will be complaining like fucking
Simps
crazy
only.
about a guy that does them wrong. Basically, like what you're doing, right? You're talking about how, like some of them were abusive or this, that, and the fucking third, but they'll still go back to them. Even
I've
though they
never
know that they
dated
do
an
better.
abusive guy. What I'm
Well,
doing? I've
yeah.
never dated an abusive guy. Where'd you get that from?
Well, I'm talking as in you, as in general. Okay, like I said, I just woke up.
No, I've actually spoken very highly of every guy I've dated because I honestly have never really had any issues in my relationships, honestly.
Well, that's all well and good. That's all well and good. Then
And I'm an OnlyFans girl, so
I feel like you fail to understand where some people are coming from. Like, you really need to put yourself in the other person's shoes, because when you say incel and people aren't dating and everything like that, 80% of Gen Z isn't dating, at least according to fucking articles and everything. And personally, I think I can Personally, I don't think that's true. I see a lot of people dating that are my age, but at least according to online, a lot of our generation is not dating, and a lot of people are fed up with women's bullshit. That's the fucking nose ring theory, man. Come on.
oh my god. Yeah, I've heard the nose ring theory. That's funny.
It's true, though. It's completely
You're right.
true. And I'm sure that there's stereotypes that you have about us guys that are true too. But what I'm getting to is that the reason why I guess I'll say this right. The reason why incels are so angry is because women don't hold themselves to the same standards they hold other people, and they're not loyal. They're not loyal.
I mean, I have an OnlyFans and I've been loyal. Like, do you want to know something? So I'm an OnlyFans girl, OnlyFans Jezebel whore, right?
Right. Yeah.
I've never slept with a man in my life, and if any of you guys don't believe me, sub to the spicy content site. It's the circumference of a needle, man. Very evident. But besides that, like,
have some integrity, woman. Have some integrity. That's not something you
man, I'm fucking proud, man.
Proud of whatever, I'd be proud.
Let me tell you, if I could, I'd frame this
on the fucking internet. Do you want to have kids one day, ma'am?
Um,
Not with me. You can go home to a hunk. I'm just asking in general.
So this is complicated, like, with the right circumstances. But yeah, no, I'd be such a good mom.
You think so?
Absolutely. I mean,
Let me run a hypothetical with you real quick, right?
Go for it.
Can we agree, this might be a little off topic, but can we agree that bullying is a very big problem in America?
Yeah, that's actually why I've been hesitating on having kids, because, like, I just know that my kids would get picked on a lot, have to hear, oh, you know, your mom's a MILF, fuck you, dude, your dad's rich, and yeah, man.
No, what are you gonna do? Whatever. I've had people run up to me and tell me my mom's a MILF, and you know what? It sucks, but it's just common insults. What are you gonna do when your daughter or your son runs up to you one day and goes, mommy, they're bullying me at school because they said they have naked pictures of you from your 20s?
What am I gonna say to them?
Yeah.
Man,
what are you gonna do since we live in a technological age, man? Because it's no longer.
Okay,
just
what I'm
like
gonna say is, like,
honey,
what is your friend's name? Okay, let me open up Facebook. I'm old now. I'm gonna pull up a photo of their mom and be like, yikes.
Who's mom?
Huh?
Who's mom? Are you talking to me? What's
I'm
going
gonna
on?
pull up a photo of the kid who bullied my kid's mom. I'm gonna be like, yikes, holy fat bitch. Like, I mean, honestly, man, like, you kind of get where I'm saying. I'm gonna be like, man, I want you to go back to class, and I want you to pick on Tom for his mom being a fat cow.
That doesn't solve anything.
Yeah, it does. We fight fire
don't
with
get
fire.
me wrong, I would tell her the same thing. But the damn it, and I guess the point
At least my mom's hot. Yours is a fat bitch.
Hold on a minute. This is the point I'm getting to. I said when it comes to your kids, and this could
at least their mom's hot.
Man in your life, right? The damage has already been done.
But what damage, though?
Hold on. If you get with a man who doesn't agree with it, let's say he's the best out of all of them. He does fucking everything for you, and he looks fantastic. You know, the whole fucking 9 yards. If he doesn't agree with your OnlyFans, yeah, you could take it down. Or if you have kids together and your kids find out about it, yeah, you could take it down, but the damage has already been done. People have already
I've never had an issue, though.
There are
like,
all that shit.
Can I say something? I just don't think that's reality. I told you, like, the second guy I dated, when I brought up
Yeah.
the OnlyFans, he was supportive. The last guy I dated did not care. And this is a guy, like, he literally owned the last guy I dated bought me a Porsche. He had a lot of money. He did not care, like, at all. Do you kind of
That's
get?
great. When you look like a model and everything, yeah, that shit's gonna happen. And trust me, I'm happy for you. Fucking A, I wish I could do that. But I mean, shit. If I was a girl, I don't even think I'd blame you. But at the end of the day, you are hurting yourself more than you
I'm
think.
really not, because the thing is, usually, okay, I was in high school before, okay? And usually kids
Right.
get picked on for being poor or ugly. I'm just being honest, okay?
Yeah.
I've never heard of anybody getting picked on for their parents being a fat bitch or their dad being a loser. It's usually for being
And you,
poor or
where are
ugly.
you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Where am I from? So I grew up in Europe, so I went to school in Europe, but then I moved to the US for high school.
Okay, so you don't know what American elementary schools are like.
Yeah,
No,
and like, honestly,
People, no,
besides
man.
the point,
Kids
if
are
I had
fucking
kids,
ruthless.
wait, can I wrap something up? Besides the point, and this has nothing to do with OnlyFans, if I had
Yeah.
kids, I personally really insist on them being homeschooled. I really
I
don't feel
can't argue with you on
comfortable
that. I agree.
with some random fucking teacher who I don't know and might be the kind of person I ban in chat being around my kid for that long. I can't wrap my mind around that. A random fucking adult. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And this might be the kind of
Yeah.
person that you hate or would personally be enemies with. You don't know this person. So I just find that weird, you know, and I have two
If you
cats.
find
I could
that
barely
weird-
be
if you
away
find
from
that
them.
Weird, right? If you find that weird, how
Yeah.
weird do you think it is that you don't even know somebody's name or what they look like, yet they know your name? And
No,
what you
but
look
I'm
like, what
talking
you've
my
done?
kids, right? If I had a child, this is my seed. I don't feel comfortable with somebody that I don't know and who might be a crackhead and do drugs or I might not get along with being around my child. Does that make sense? So
Well, yeah, but that's
I
not.
wouldn't
That's
even really feel they shouldn't even be in public school is where I'm at. And besides that, I don't know their classmates. Their classmates might be crackheads or crack babies. Like,
I feel like
so
we're getting off topic here.
but yeah, but to answer your question, because you're saying that my OnlyFans will cause my kids to get bullied. One, even if they did go to public school, which I would never send them to, and this is personal. I felt this way even before I had an OnlyFans, just so you know. But as somebody that's been through the school system, that's not really something parents is not something people get picked on for. But if so, I mean, I think my kid would have the upper hand. Their mom's hot, and whoever the kid who picked on
Your
them,
mom's-
their mom's
that's
probably fucking
the upper
fat.
hand. No offense, miss. No offense at all. But what that translates to is not like, oh, a bunch of respect. It translates to, hey, not only is your kid gonna get bullied, but the one's bullying him want to fuck his mom. It's the only difference.
I think the point is it's like my mom's attractive and yours is obese.
Friends so they can come over and go check out their mom every fucking day.
Yeah,
Come on.
but like I think the point I'm making, so if somebody is picking on my kid saying, your mom's a MILF, she's on had an OnlyFans, right?
Right.
But their mom was a fat cow.
Okay.
I kind of feel like in this my kid has the upper hand. But I mean, I don't
But
really
it both makes you the same thing. You're a porn star.
a
That's
porn
what it comes
star.
down to. Whether if it's by yourself
A
or
porn
with another
star.
person, whatever, you work in the porn industry.
A
You're
porn
a
star
porn
that's never
star.
had sex?
Well, dude, porn could be not just penetration. I mean, look at Playboy mags. Playboy magazines were considered porn. And
So if
don't
I
get me
take
wrong,
off my
there were
shirt,
pages where there were
I'm doing
penetration,
porn.
But there were a lot where they weren't, where it was just
Man.
titties. Porn.
I mean, shit, man. I think you're giving me too much credit, but I'll take it, man.
That's
Like,
not credit.
you're literally comparing me to girls that are having to like touch men's nasty micro and like all like shit. I mean, if you want to give me all that credit, I mean, thanks, but I mean, it's just crazy.
What kind of credit is there? What you
Man,
get
these
cheesed on
girls that do
so all of a
porn
sudden, like,
are
fucking grade A #1? What the fuck?
man. The girls that do porn are actually having to wrangle the micros. So you're literally giving me like micro wrangling credit just for taking off my shirt. I mean, sure, man.
There's no credit. There is no
I'll take the
in
credit.
getting absolutely fucked on camera. There's no credit.
Well, yeah, because these girls are
The
doing
credit
more than
is
me.
in the fucking description.
Well, where I'm coming at is these girls are like doing a lot more than I am and going through a lot more than I am, but you're giving me the same credit. So, I mean, shit. I mean, if you want to call me a porn star, I mean,
Whether if it's by yourself or not, you know, it is still it is a category of porn. If you, I mean, Jesus Christ, if you go on the hub or whatever right now, I'm sure they have videos of girls or guys playing with themselves, and it's on fucking literal Pornhub. So it's porn.
Yeah,
Yes, you're
I
doing
mean,
porn.
either way, I mean, just because, so obviously, I don't believe a woman's body's porn, but either way, like, I don't think there is.
The women, no.
Well, let me
We're not
finish.
gonna stir my
Well,
words
let
like
me
that.
finish talking.
A woman's body is not porn. Now, when you say that, it
Okay,
makes it sound.
I don't
real
think a
fucking
woman
stupid.
posting nudes is
I'm
porn.
saying that when a girl takes off her clothes in front of a camera and posts it online, that's porn.
Sure.
In every definition,
Yeah.
that is porn.
But back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
Even if a woman was doing flat out porn, I don't think there's anything wrong with what she's doing. She's only doing it for money. So I don't really mind either way you want to
Okay,
spin
then,
it.
what about
'Cause I don't-
prostitutes?
Prostitutes?
They were just doing it for money.
I don't think that's an issue either. So I don't care which way you want to
what
spin
about
it.
bank
'Cause-
robbers? They're just doing it for money.
Okay, that's different. You can't compare
No,
a
it's
bank
not.
robber.
They're just doing it for the money. If they don't harm anybody, they're just doing it for the money. What harm are they doing?
They're
It's just for the money.
They are doing harm. They're taking somebody else's money.
No, they're if it's at a bank, then their money is insured by the federal government. So what harm are they doing? It's just for the money.
Okay, can you walk me through this robbery that would involve no harm? Because I'm sure you'd have to break in, damage
shoot at the
infrastructure.
ceiling, give me the money, take the money, go
Yeah.
away. I don't know. I'm not.
You're
gonna
comparing that
walk
to a
this out.
prostitute?
I'm not going to play out this scenario for you.
Yeah,
All right,
because there's
straight up,
damage.
what are
When
you
you're
gonna do?
robbing,
So
there's
what is-
damage.
If it's just for the money, that makes no sense. It makes no sense.
When
I'm
you
sorry,
rob
it just
a
doesn't.
bank, you're having to damage the building to get in, and you're breaking the law. So you're comparing a prostitute to a bank robber.
But they're not hurting anybody. That's my argument. When somebody's a prostitute, they have a chance of hurting somebody. Are you kidding me? STDs, AIDS, and all that shit, whatever. They have not only a chance of harming somebody, but inducing great harm upon somebody. I don't want to wake up one day and piss out fucking fire. They're hurting somebody.
This is funny.
So I'm a fun guy.
Piss out fires here. Okay, but let's say that the prostitute was clean and like you knew she didn't have diseases. I mean, I don't see the issue because honestly, in my eyes, I mean, if a woman will sleep with random guys for no reason. So I mean, are they really that different than a prostitute?
Okay. They're still fucking random guys.
Right. So, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with porn stars doing porn
I
films
feel like,
and prostitutes.
I really feel like we're getting off topic here.
Yeah, but the point is,
that
what is wrong with these things? You know, so if a girl's a prostitute or shooting porn films, like actual, no matter whether it's selling nudes or full-blown movies.
There isn't a problem with it. The
Yeah.
problem is that it is being pushed and glorified by social media. And I don't mean to sound like your fucking 50-year-old mother or whatever, but it's the honest to God's truth. It is ruining our fucking brains and how we see the world. Nowadays, instead of people, I mean, I wouldn't know, I'm not a fucking girl, but it would seem a lot that nowadays girls, instead of being like, oh, I want to be a doctor or a vet or whatever, they just say, fuck it, just sell my pussy on OnlyFans. And whether if they see that as a career choice or just a quick way to make cash, what pisses me off about it, at least, is that there's no integrity. These same people will tell you all the time, like, my body is a temple and fucking, you know, I'm so perfect and I look amazing. And we respect that, but you can't even respect yourself enough to keep your fucking, you know,
how
your
is that
private part
anything
off
to
the
do with
internet.
a lack of respect? Okay, let me ask you this question. If it's true that girls that do OnlyFans are doing it because they have no respect for themselves and think they're ugly, where's all the fat bitches?
No, I don't think, no, I'm not saying that they think they're ugly.
Oh, okay, they have no respect for themselves. Okay, then can you tell me why? Then tell me where's the roast beef? Where are the girls with the roast beef, and where the fuck are the fat girls, if that's true?
They are also on OnlyFans. They're just not trending.
Really? Send me a link, man. Send me a link.
I'm not gonna send you no fucking link.
Because you don't have one, man. Listen, let me say something. Like,
no fucking way. I wouldn't
a
look at
woman that has an
OnlyFans if you paid
OnlyFans,
me.
she has an OnlyFans because she knows she's hot. Okay, she knows her body's hot. Have you ever seen those car accounts, like, you know, on Instagram or no?
Yes, I have.
Okay,
I
yeah,
see car
that
reviews
is
all the time.
exactly what it is when women do an OnlyFans, except they're getting paid for it. They are proud. That's why they're showing their body on the internet. Obviously, I mean, if you were a guy with a micro peen, you're not fucking sending that shit to nobody. You're gonna be like, hey, no sex before marriage, right? So, but
no sex before marriage is a Christian.
No. But I'm saying, like, listen, if a man had a micro peen he was very insecure about, you already know that he's gonna be pulling the I just take sex very seriously, and I don't blame him. It's probably best he do that, right? Do you get what I'm saying? So, I mean, how can you say that girls that do OF don't have respect for themselves? They obviously are doing it because they are confident in themselves. They know they look good, and they know they're gonna make money. So it's not a lack of respect.
Because they don't think of the future. They don't think of what effect this is gonna have on them. Straight up, right? I understand that you're proud of your body, and be proud of your body. You should be. But at the same time, being proud of your body and putting your body on the internet for millions of people to jack off to is not the same thing.
Only if they pay.
Be proud of your body, be proud of it, right? This is what I mean by no self-respect. You can't respect yourself enough to say, okay, this is exclusively for the person that I choose or for the people
fuck
that I
that shit. Absolutely not, man.
That's not
that is the gayest thing I've ever heard. This is only for the man.
Internet.
Huh?
I mean, fucking posting nude pictures of yourself on the fucking internet, man.
Man, I do not respect men that much.
Weird kid that I know down the street with a fucked up eye and looks absolutely terrible and knows what you look like naked. Does that make you feel good? Does it?
I'm happy for them.
I'm sure you are.
It's a beautiful sight, man. Do you want to know something?
It's a beautiful sight that's gonna.
But do you want to know something?
Mentality up way worse than it already has.
Sometimes.
Aren't they gonna
wait.
be swishing
Let me.
fucking
Wait.
AI shit only? So how is that gonna work? Are you just gonna go straight to the hub after that?
Let me finish what I was saying. Do you want to know something? Sometimes when I'm on live, you might notice this, but I'll be clicking on my computer, clicking around. What I'm doing is I'm like staring at my own fans. I'm actually staring at my own nudes. I'm not joking, man. It's a very good site for Slink.
Awesome. What the fuck?
I'm being
Is
honest.
that
So
a
yeah,
hobby of
like
yours? You just look at yourself
man,
naked
like
and
I'm
be
being
like,
so honest. Like
hey,
if I
man,
was a
that
guy,
is my pussy pop good enough in this picture?
no, like I'm actually like like I don't know, man. Like it's just a good site. Like if I was a guy, I'd sub to my own OnlyFans, 100%. Like shit's
wouldn't.
fire.
I wouldn't. I'll never pay for that shit. No way. I have so many more options. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I can do just as much just by closing my eyes and just pretending you're giving me a fucking hand job or something. I
Exactly.
can
So
do
why
just
do you
as much.
care if a woman has an OF if guys are just gonna imagine her naked or can do what you just said? Checkmate.
Because I'm trying to help you out. Honestly, I don't give a fuck what you do with your
Yeah,
life.
no, but, like,
sitting
I'm
here
just
talking
saying-
about why these people are angry, and I just gave you a bunch of reasons why they're fucking angry, man.
Right, but what I'm saying though is like, you know, the point I'm trying to make is I think men are very judgmental for no reason, right? So you know how
And
you
so
wait,
are
let
women.
me finish. You know how you just mentioned
Okay.
women judge us for not having a jawline, it's our height, it's our bank account. Did you just
Right.
hear everything you just said? And then you at the beginning of this
Yes, I
conversation,
did hear everything
let
that
me
I
wrap
just
this
said.
up.
Here's the thing, right?
But let
Here's
me
the thing.
finish. Let me
Here's the
finish.
problem with it. Just because I wouldn't date you doesn't mean I wouldn't fuck you, number one. And number two, the
But-
problem that I have, or that a lot of people have, is exactly what I just told you. I don't want my girlfriend to be on the internet naked for everybody to fucking see. And a lot of people can agree with that and feel the
let me
exact
finish
same
my
way.
point. Like, so let me wrap up my entire point. So at the beginning of this, you were saying that the incels are mad because women have these high expectations. They want money, they want good looks, yada yada. But then,
And they ain't
and
loyal.
also
They lie.
you represent with the OnlyFans opinion. I'd say the majority of men hold the same opinion as you do. Like, OnlyFans is bad. I wouldn't want my girlfriend doing OnlyFans, right? So,
Right.
I mean, do you not kind of, and at the beginning of this, I did say, well, I think men have high expectations. You know, first, with physical appearance, they want a supermodel. And then two, you guys have this opinion. And I'm going to be honest with you, odds are a very attractive woman, if she's really hot, odds are she has OnlyFans or some kind of social media. And you know what? Whether she is OnlyFans or she's doing Twitch or she's doing Instagram or maybe she's just a model, right? If she's a
Right.
model, she's going to be networking with other men. If she any kind of social media, she's going to be having to DM men, collab, and like a lot of her brand deals, she's going back and forth with men, right? So the
Yeah.
reality is these attractive women that men wish to date, they're going to have some kind of grievance, whether it's you're doing OnlyFans and your body's out, or you keep fucking going out to these parties with men. That's part of her job. Oh, you keep fucking, you know, whenever you're doing the supermodel thing, all the photographers are men and it's creepy.
Yeah.
The reality is men are part of the world, right? And the reality is, you know, when it comes to this loyalty thing, you know, you're always going to have a grievance, right? And also for incels that say that women are judging too much, well, you guys seem to judge a lot. And this is just OnlyFans. When it comes to a woman's looks,
No.
let me finish.
No, it's not
When-
that we're judging too much. As a matter of fact, I've lowered my standards so I can just find a happy relationship. I want perfection too, but I know damn well I'm not going to get perfection. That's just what it comes down to. Nobody's perfect.
Right. So, I mean, that's good that you realize that, but most men don't. Most men, they want a supermodel girl, but then when he's broke, when the girl's like, well, I don't want a man that can't buy me designer. I'm going to look like a loser to my friends, or whatever she's saying, or I don't want to live in a basement, right? The man's angry, right?
Yeah.
Expectations too high, but then most men, I'm not talking you, they want,
Right.
they have unrealistic beauty standards, right? Most women
Yeah.
are not even in, I don't know the data on this, but not every woman is in shape. Not every woman has like naturally
Yeah,
big
clearly.
breasts. Not every woman. And the odds are, if you do find an attractive woman, well, odds are she's gonna have to work with men a lot, whether it's
And odds
OnlyFans
are that
or an
bitch ain't loyal.
influencer. Right. So to me, it almost seems like a self-fulfilled prophecy. Think about it. I want a hot girl, but then what are the
Right.
odds? What kind of jobs are the hot girls doing? No matter
It
what
would
it
seem
is.
like OnlyFans right now.
Even if it's not OnlyFans, even if she's just a model, models have to network with men a lot. They have to go to these parties to network. If anything,
Well, the models are completely different. Models are completely different.
No,
And as a
but with the
matter of fact,
models,
I don't
you're
see anything
actually-
wrong with that. If my girlfriend's a model and she's doing like ads for some designer clothing company or whatever, I'm not against that. As a
do
matter
you
of
know
fact,
that part
I'm
of
happy
modeling
about it.
is she's gonna have to
But-
hang out with men? Do you understand that part of modeling? Like, models get paid to attend clubs and hang out with guys at their table. Do you
I wouldn't
understand
know.
that?
I'm not a model, ma'am.
No, that's actually part of modeling. It's called
I
an
did not know
atmosphere
that.
model. Yeah. And then even if she's just doing brand deals, she's going back and forth with men, meetings with men, she must attend these brand events and there's men. That's the reality. Why do you think they're hiring the hot girls, right? So do you kind of get where I'm getting at? Even if she's a makeup
So
artist.
you're admitting that men are sexually exploiting you online.
When did I say that? I just said
Well,
that any...
that's kind of what you're saying. If you're saying that all these men are the people that are hiring you and giving you all these jobs, and
No,
from what I
I'm
would seem, at
saying
least
that
it would
every
look like your YouTube
attractive
channel run by a
woman...
dude.
No, you're
Yeah.
missing the point. Every attractive woman in some capacity is going to have to work with men. I don't work in
That's fine.
modeling.
Every unattractive and attractive man is going to have to work with a woman.
No, but I think you're missing the point a bit. Like, I'm letting you know that if a woman's a model, part of modeling is she will have to attend clubs. It's called an I think I told you it's the atmosphere model, right? So that's
Right.
her job. Let's say she's a makeup artist. She's gonna have to go to brand events. She's gonna have to meet with men, network with men. That's part of her job. You're never
Well,
going
now
to
we're
find
talking
a
about-
well,
now we're getting to a whole other topic.
yeah,
of,
but like
girls
you're
being
missing the
around men
point
and
though.
everything.
Like the point I'm making is men want an attractive girl, but
Right.
usually the attractive girls, and like I said, none of these women are having sex with these men, but attractive women in some capacity, their job is going to involve interacting with other men, whether it's OF or having to hang out with guys at the table because she's a model and part of her job is she's the atmosphere model, right? This is big in cities, right? Or be alone in a room with a creepy photographer. A lot of things. So men want this good looking girl, but then don't want her to have any exposure to men. Like, that's not realistic, right? If you want a woman...
It's not that we're upset about exposure to men. It's how that you react to the exposure to men. It's that we can't trust you to be loyal enough not to do anything.
Exactly. So whatever way you spin
For
it...
reason.
So... Do you see what I'm saying with the incels? It's like you want the hot girl, but then what you just said. So what is your solution?
My solution to incels being angry is that, number one, like I said in the beginning, I'm not denying the existence of the low-life basement dweller fucking, jacking
I don't
off
feel
all
bad
day.
for them, and I don't think
And
anybody should feel bad for the incels. That's where I'm at.
Well, but that's the
It's
thing.
self-imposed.
You're getting the term incel very wrong, or you're
And
clumping
Chris,
them
you're
all into-
fucking chopped as fuck, man. You motherfucker, you straight up look like a fucking jigsaw puzzle that's a fucking permanent band. Fuck you, Chris. You fucking look like a motherfucking ogre ass that's a permanent band, and you look like you smoke meth. You could go get
Damn.
fucked. Man,
Tell me
I
how you
fucking
really
hate
feel.
these incels. Go on.
Well, that's another thing. How can you assume that guy's an incel, right? Like, how do you know right off the bat that he's an incel, other than just, like, clowning on you, right?
Man, I don't give a fuck. Like, I just hate Chris.
That's fair. I don't like a lot of people named Chris either.
But, I mean, yeah, like, I just feel like, men are hypocrites when it comes to if you don't like that a woman has high standards, think to yourself, do you have unrealistic beauty standards? And it's more than just OF. Do you expect a woman to never go out? Do you expect a woman to allow you to control what she wears? I mean, that's crazy.
No.
Right?
No. If I'm in a woman, right? Let's say, because I'm not talking about like on the behalf of all guys. I might, I don't know, but at least from my standards, right? I want a girl that is going to be faithful. That is just about it. All right, and you know, if she looks good, she looks good. If she don't, she don't. Hell, I even heard a song. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, make an ugly woman your wife. And goddamn, there's some truth to that. But anyways,
Man, it's crazy.
Fucking, I'm almost like going with this shit. Men have high beauty standards for women, or have high standards for women, but not nearly as much as women have standards for men. Because
it's easy to say that.
I feel like you know just as much as I do, is that guys will fuck anything that walks, and women are very, very picky. Even the ones that aren't that good looking, that should really honestly shut the fuck up. But, you know.
Man, you can't say
that's
that.
Just the way it is.
That's crazy.
What?
I mean, I think it's funny, but.
If you're 400 fucking
At least he's
pounds and you
real.
look like shit, then yeah, shut the fuck up. Honestly. But
I mean, yeah.
The social media is honestly ruining people's mindsets, and that's another example. If you're hot or whatever, I can't really say I blame you, but the social media is honestly destroying everybody's fucking interpretation of other people and their expectations out of people.
Right. I mean, to be honest, is it really social media, or do you think that maybe because of social media, like, you know, how you could share things really quickly? Because, like...
I think it's a mix of a lot of things, but I think social media has a big part to do with it.
Because gold diggers have always been around. Because when I was young, back when I was in high school, so I've always dated guys that, like, had money. That even before social media. And then my friends...
Yeah.
My friends were gold diggers like me. There was this one guy, his mom passed, and he inherited a lot of money. And what he did is he would literally, like, the girls that he liked or found or wanted to date or found attractive, he had like 5 girls on rotation, and like I was friends with all of them, but like he literally just go around the mall and buy us things. And so it was kind of funny because like there were like 4 other girls besides me he'd do this with, and like me and like me and my friends, we talk about, what did he buy for you? What did he get for you? And then we'd like, you know, like set dates, like, okay, today's my day with Tyler, tomorrow you get Tyler, or you had him 2 days in a row, it's my turn. But the point I'm making is there's always been like gold diggers, right? So I just kind of wonder if it's just maybe more like now that social media, you know, it's easy to share things and knowledge gets like spread so fast, if maybe there's light brought to it. Does that make sense?
Well, yes and no. You see, social media has a way of fucking altering your mind and making you think that reality is not what it is. And what you see on the phone, you expect reality to be like, and that's just not the case at all.
Right. I mean, yeah, maybe it's like putting more girls on. Maybe I think you're right about that. Maybe some girls whom, you know, are not gold diggers, or girls like the ones you mentioned that have no room to talk or need to shut the fuck up, or like seeing other girls get this treatment and think, oh, I should get the same. So maybe you're right about that. So, I mean, do you think that it's just like the lower value woman having high expectations, or do you think it's all across the board, everybody's having higher expectations?
If you want me to give you a percentage rate, I'd say it's about 80-20. 80% is the one with the high expectations. And I'm not saying it doesn't exist on the guy side either. But like I said before, it seems like a lot of women, including the ones like we just talked about that need to shut the fuck up, have very high expectations for men.
I can't lie. You are right about that. I have like some friends that, you know, and like I get it.
Yeah, and you just don't have the heart to tell them that they need to shut the fuck up. Yeah, I get it. That's kind of what I mean, man. Like you're a content creator. You're on the internet. Like hell, you're doing a live right now. So I don't think you understand how this affects like the average Joe. You know what I mean? Just some random motherfucker going about their day. And what the thing is that it has influenced the general public so much to the point that women now have these such high fucking standards, and it is turning men away. We saw the interviews. You said that you'd feel more comfortable with a bear in the woods than a man in the woods, and we're gonna leave you with the bear. You know what I mean? A lot of us have given up, not because we don't, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, people are sexually frustrated. When you say people are mad because they're not getting pussy or whatever, or dick, whatever you want to call it, I wouldn't call them incels, and more like sexually frustrated. They are sexually frustrated people. And outside of that, you got people that just don't want to go near, because look at all the risks. Look at all the risks that come with dating somebody. You have to risk them having an OnlyFans, to them talking behind your back, and so much other bullshit, to the point that it makes you think, like, what's the point in dating? You know what I mean? Why shouldn't I just go out, hire a maid, a surrogate, and a prostitute, and just call it a fucking day? You know what I mean?
Not a bad idea, but let me say something. So you said that men think that the risk in dating is not worth it. What if they have an OnlyFans or all of this other shit? Well, on the flip side,
if the men have OnlyFans?
Well, no. You're saying that the men have to worry about all these horrible things. Like, what if the girl has an OnlyFans and she has high expectations? Correct?
Right, it could be she has an OnlyFans, high expectations, talking to other guys behind their back, because there's so many social media apps. Like, there's a lot that goes into play.
On the flip side, here's what girls are having to worry about. What if he's a killer? What if he's dangerous? What if he's abusive? What if he's a narcissist? What if he's mentally ill? What if he unalives me? What if he's a rapist?
You ready?
Yeah.
And that mindset right there is a lot of the reason why men don't approach women anymore. What if she thinks I'm a killer? What if she thinks I'm creepy? What if she thinks I'm this, that, and the third? And let's not forget the time, and I don't mean to bring up policy or nothing, but let's not forget the time where there were points where you couldn't even damn near high five a woman without being accused of rape. And whether if that exists now or not, the system favors with women so much as well, to the point that they're immediately going to believe it, or people are immediately going to put aside with them, especially if you got your fucking white knights that are just they're just like, oh, women can do no wrong and everything like that. It's like, hey, are you bothering? You get the idea. What I'm saying is that the high expectations and the possible consequences that can come with being rejected, it doesn't just mean like, oh, no, I'm not interested, sorry, and that's it. You either have to be called creepy, you have to deal with her going around telling her friends are creepy, that you're creepy or whatever. Oh, this creepy dude walked up to me and tried to hit on me at the mall or whatever. And especially if you live in a small town, if word gets around, that shoots your fucking dating chances, because 9 times out of 10, when you have people going around like that, which is a very big trend right now, immediately when people hear your name, they're going to think about what the other person said. You're creepy, you're this, that, and the other. And it gets to the point where what's the point in fucking trying? You know what I mean? Because it feels like everybody's going to assume that you're this, that, or the third. Whether if they're right or wrong, this is going to be their initial thought about you. So why even try?
I hear you, but I don't think any woman is going to call a man a creep, or like really just for, like, I do think most women, it's going to be as simple as, no, I'm not interested.
Well, that's your opinion, and I guess at the end of the day, this is my opinion too. But what I'm saying, I think there's a lot of people that could agree with me, though. Just because you won't say it that way doesn't mean that other women won't.
So you're telling me that a lot of women, if you just simply try to be like, hey, can I get your number, is going to be like, you're a creep. she might say no, why are you talking to me, or ignore you, but that doesn't translate to you're a creep. She just wants to be left alone.
It may not mean that you're a creep, but that's at least what they're gonna say. And I'm not trying to sound like
I don't
like a nervous
no,
wreck
trust
can
me.
approach women. It's just the way it goes.
Odds are she's gonna forget about it in 5 minutes. You know, I don't think a woman's gonna, you know, just off of, you know, a guy asking for a number, gonna go home, talk about it, be like, you know, Meg, this fucking guy. I just don't really think so. Like, I've
Maybe
never.
not you, but a lot of other women will. I mean, some of my coworkers who I won't lie, they're good looking women. They talk about it all the time. People make passes at them or whatever. And don't get me wrong, some of them are fucking creepy, all right? I'm not disagreeing with you on that. But a lot of the times they'll just be like, hey, can I get your number or whatever? And they'll say like, no, you know, and be all like nice about it and everything. But then immediately go to her friends and talk mad shit behind their back. Like, oh, this fucking creep walked up to me and started saying this. That's exactly how I heard it. And yeah, I guess it depends on body language and how you approach the situation. But just seeing that alone is discouraging and makes you not want to approach. Just not only with the risk, because now we're getting into the rejection and the initial like contact and everything. That's a whole other can of worms. When one of the biggest problems, if not the biggest problem, is loyalty and deception. I think that is the biggest enemy of not only men, but also women, because women can be incels too, whether if the internet likes to agree with it or not. Women can do the exact same thing. And when you have all these risks that not only just go into the initial contact, but what happens after that? What happens when she says yeah or he says yeah and it doesn't go the way you think it's going to go? Well, now you got to worry about the relationship. Now you got to worry if they're seeing other people behind their back. Now you got to worry about if they're going on social media or having an OnlyFans or this, that, and the third. And there's just so much to worry about. It simply makes it not worth it, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, I mean, so are you guys happier not dating then?
Yes and no. I mean, trust me, we get to play a lot more fucking video games and have more alone time to ourselves. That's awesome. But I mean, we all want a connection deep down inside. You know, whether if that's a specific person or whoever, we all thrive. It's in human nature that we thrive a connection. And when we live in a world that basically throws dirt on that and encourages people to go out and be unfaithful, or encourages people to go out that would cause arguments in a relationship, it's not worth it. It's just straight up. No, we're not happy, but we feel like we'd be a lot happier alone than we would be having to take that chance of being cheated on with as much risk as there is, or having to deal with some kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I think then, you know, if there are men that are happier alone, then go for it. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think there are a lot of women on the flip side that want to be single and want to be cat ladies.
Right, that's fair, and all power to them, you know what I mean? But especially when it comes to the involuntary celibate definition, which is one of the reasons why I got on, wanted to talk to you about. Give me like a. Oh wait, no, I think that's somebody else. Never mind. When it all comes down to that, is that a lot of these involuntary celibate people, you know, I mean, there's a lot of them, don't get me wrong, that are lowlifes, but there's also a good chunk of them that are not dating, or they're mad at women, not because they're misogynistic fucking pricks or whatever like that, is because they have good, valid complaints that a lot of people are talking about. Now, I don't know what your feed is like on social media or whatever. I'm not a girl, so I wouldn't get that type of thing. But a lot on my social media, when I'm not even like this is not even something I talk about usually. Like, I just go about my fucking day, you know what I mean? I go to work, I go home, I play the game, occasionally jack off, and I'm done with my fucking day. It's all well and good, you know? just like everybody else. But there's a lot, and I've heard this from other people, and I'll see this on my feed. The reason why I say all that is because there's not really a reason why I'd be recommended all this shit. I'm not going through a breakup or any kind of shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just see all kinds of videos of people talking about how unfaithful women are, about how they can't trust them, about how they can't open themselves to the idea of a relationship. I'm sure you've seen the videos where people will walk up to random guys with their girlfriends on the street and be like, hey, swap phones for a second. See who's texting another. And either it goes one of two ways, maybe three, actually. Once in a while, you find somebody that's loyal, and I'm really happy about that. You know, maybe not all hope is lost, but a lot of those videos, you will either see the guy picking up the phone and he finds his girlfriend texting some other guy, or she'll just flat out reject the phone in general. And don't get me wrong, if she's a closeted pervert or whatever, or if she's got something she wants to hide, it's like a
Steve, you're an
surprise or
old
whatever.
sack of shit. I can tell you're fat from the way you type. Fuck you, bitch. You're probably built like a blueberry, fat as fuck. Your clothes don't fit you. And you could go get fucked, man. Shouldn't you be in the fucking retirement house? Get the fuck out of here. And go on. I'm paying attention. There's just an incel that made an inappropriate comment. Man, I just fucking hate these incels. Like, man, honestly, like, I feel like it would be better just turn them into oil.
I feel like the better word that you should use is more like Reddit or Discord mod or something like that.
Like this, like this guy said, "Oh, she's a 5, not my type." Like, bitch. Like,
Look,
do you get what I'm saying? Like, this is why women are like. Do you kind of feel what I'm saying? Like, just
I understand
piss.
what you're saying, and I actually commented the other day. You read my comment, talking about like, oh, you'll find the middle ground with me. That's what I'm trying to have with you. I am trying to find a middle ground.
Yeah, no,
and see where
I
you're
am
coming
paying attention, and I do pretty much everything you said. I do agree with you, but it's just a matter of because I think you're pretty on point with everything, and you know what you said about your feed. Actually, it really. I don't know, really stood out to me because what I get on my feed, and keep in mind, I'm not looking this shit up, like, just like you. I'm not going through a breakup. I've never had a bad relationship.
Right.
I learned a lot of the things that I learned through my feed. And all I see is, you know, videos of women getting mistreated in relationships, like girls like secretly filming their boyfriends or husbands yelling at them. Last time I saw this video, there's this pregnant girl, and she was trying to do a cute little TikTok with her husband. But what he does, he takes out a knife and points it at her belly.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. That's what we're seeing. So I think that's really interesting, actually.
I understand that, but that also goes, and, you know, don't get me wrong, I don't know what it's like, whatever, but
Pope, make sure
I understand
you're
the concern. I understand the concern, and believe it or not, we could have the same concern too. You know, maybe it's not always about murder, but simple as this, right? Let's say I was to get with a girl right now. Let's say I got up, went to the bar, hung up the conversation, went to the bar, got with a girl, came back, and we had consensual sex, right? And she gets out and tells everybody it's a rape and everything like that. Now, I've never had that happen to me, and I know people that have, and unfortunately, I know somebody that's taken their own life because of it at a very young age, which is horrible. And it all turned out to be false, which is what I'm getting at. So many people will immediately take the side of the woman, either because they want them, or I don't know. It could be a multitude of reasons, but immediately they take the side of the woman and rarely ever hear the other guy's side of the story. And 9 times out of 10, when they do, the only people that believe them are their close friends. And if they did the shit, you know, the horrible shit, that's terrible. You know what I mean? I'm not condoning it in any kind of way, but it's so easy for women to fabricate lies and this bullshit about guys. And it's very discouraging. It is very easy. I understand why women can be afraid of men, but you also need to understand why men would be afraid of women and frustrated. I'm not saying that, like at the end of the day, oh, the men are always right, or they're right about most things, or oh, women are right about most things, whatever. Both sides bring up a very valid point. But what you need to do as women is come to the middle and hear us out. You need to hear the other side. You can't just judge us off of what you see on social media. And yeah, that goes two ways. That goes for men too. But it has become such a problem, like we were both saying. It's in both of our feeds now, whether it be just some fucking algorithm trying to push some rhetoric on us, or if it's the truth. The point being is that it's invoking so much fear, ego stroking the fuck out of people, and misleading so many people in the wrong direction, to the point we are gonna we don't trust anybody anymore. And I think that's what that guy, I think it was yesterday or the other day, from Spain was saying about like the hostility and how nobody's like friendly and neighbor-like anymore. And really, how could we, when we have all this bullshit pushed down our throats from what we see online and what people are made to believe? It's impossible not to. And it's really sad to see. It's really sad to see. I understand why some incels, or how you describe them, I guess, are angry. I do think some of them are just being fucking dramatic and need to get over it, or
Exactly.
just quit trying to get their dick wet. But I think it's unfair to, not only because the term incel, it does not line up with the definition, but also because there's like little subcategories to it, you got your fucking people that are just really weird, and like both. That's what I feel like you mean by saying incel. At least that's what I think.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that have turned that way, not because they're just naturally fucking weird or creepy or assholes, but because the world's kind of turned them this way. Either they've had a bad relationship, like we've talked about, or they just take a look around them when they're trying to find some kind of inspiration to go out and date again, or the date in general, and they hear all these horror stories. I mean, just take, for example, the conversation that we're having right now. This is how I stumbled across you, right? I'm just going about my business, and like I said, it just randomly pops up in my feed. If somebody is looking for inspiration to go out and start dating again, they're not gonna find it by a model, OnlyFans or not, but it's not going to start with a model getting online and calling them out and saying, oh, you're fucking weird pieces of shit, you're pathetic, and this, that, and the other.
Okay, you have to give me credit. I am a good father. I do try to help. I really do. I mean, you've watched. I really do put forth an effort. It's like I consider my job as a father, and I do try to give these guys good advice. Like you heard how the last guy was saying women want to be raped and murdered. I did my best to make sure that everybody understood that was not true, because I don't want guys hearing this and actually doing this and ending up in jail, right? So I do put the effort to help. Actually, I want these guys to get better, obviously, but I understand some of these guys are fucking lost causes. But I've actually helped a lot of men.
You want us to get better, and we need you to change. We need you to change. We at least need you to come. We at least need you to meet us halfway in the middle and respect our boundaries, just like how you expect us to respect yours.
Right, but here's the difference. So even though we both agree, right, on this whole incel situation, and we both agree on why this is happening, why they're upset, I think we're on the same page. I think it's just a matter of, do you feel bad for them? Do you feel empathy for them?
Yes, I do feel empathy for
Okay,
them, and I
I
want to
don't.
also quickly hold on a minute. I want to quickly reiterate and say that I did just say earlier that I believe that it's a multitude of like subcategories. You know, you got your weird ones and everything like that. To a certain degree, I'd consider myself one, which is why I even joined the argument in the first place. It was because they're not all the same, and they get clumped in a cluster in a group. And it's unfair, especially to the people who are living by the definition or, you know, respecting being celibate. Like, if somebody is taking a vow of celibacy, right? Like, I know somebody like this. They have taken a vow of celibacy to get closer to God. And whether that the reason being is whatever, right? But I've seen a visible effort to get closer to God, and obviously no sex or porn or nothing like that. They show no signs of none of that shit. Check everything. I live with him. Anyways, he's frustrated with women, and he's not even in the dating scene, doesn't want to be. Not because of, women so, you know, like promiscuous or whatever. I forgot the word that you used the other day.
Promiscuous men. Yeah.
Huh?
Promiscuous.
Yeah.
And I am being serious about this because, like, okay, I do think that, you know, what you mentioned earlier was kind of stood out to me too, because you said that a lot of women that you know in your area are attracted to men whom are losers, basically bad boys.
The long and short of it, they're hood rats. So
yeah. So, but in my experience, or with the girls I know, it's the opposite. I mean, girls might have different, like, there might be small differences, right? Like, I have some friends who prefer a guy who will plan out a date and has things planned, right? Some women will look at a guy who, you know, for example, if you ask a girl, where do you want to go out? She might look down on you for that and think you're a loser. I see the opposite. I don't want a guy to come to me and say, hey, we're going here. That would piss me off, and I'd not date him just because of that. Because I think that is disrespectful. I feel like you're dating me, right? What the fuck, right? I want the guy to ask me where I want to go. I think it's a respectful thing to do. It's what makes sense. You're going on this date for me. This is for me. So shouldn't you ask me where I want to go? So there are small differences like that, different perspective. But generally, every woman wants a man that's well behaved, is kind, does things for her, and, you know, is like successful, right? You know, doesn't live in his mom's basement. So, you know, obviously there's things like compatibility and personality, like that example I gave. But I have one friend, or actually two, but so I know a lot of women, and like I know one that like went after a bad boy, but even he's not necessarily bad, he's just a loser. I have one fucking friend.
Define loser. What makes him a loser?
This guy, basically she spent $10K on him.
Oh shit.
And he ended up sexually assaulting her to the point where there was blood. And, you know,
fuck.
Yeah, so this guy sucks, you know, and it's like, you know, obviously, I mean, it's horrible, but it's like any guy where he's, you know, letting a woman spend money like that on him, I mean, is not a good guy. Like, any guy I feel like of quality's not going to feel comfortable letting a woman spend money on him. Any guy that's acting like that is probably DL, right? You'd agree with that. So, I mean, one, and then the other friend I have, she just accepts a lot of very bad treatment. You know, she is in this unique circumstance where she has a kid with this guy, but I still feel like, you know, especially if you have a kid, the way I see it is when you have a kid, then the guidelines should be even more strict, right? Because there's a kid. You don't need a kid growing up and seeing this crackhead behavior, right? So,
Right, but that also, well, this is what I'm getting to, right?
Like, he's putting his hands on her, right?
You're completely right in the aspect of women want, like, you know...
But I'd say that's
like
1%, honestly. So out of all the girls I know, two girls, one is letting her boyfriend put her hands on her, or baby daddy, and the other one dated this fucking fucked up guy that took took money, essayed her, and was rude to her. The rest of
Right.
them, pretty much, regardless of what their type is, regardless of what kind of girl they are, they want a nice guy who's nice, mentally healthy, and has money. That's it. So
Right.
I do
But
think
then
like your
women-
area
but then Women will
depends.
get around and do the complete opposite. You say, and when I say women, I don't mean you, right?
Yeah.
So, but women will turn around and completely do the opposite. They will say one thing and then do something completely different. Like
Not necessarily.
there's this.
No.
Yeah, maybe not with all of them. All
Yeah.
right, but a lot of them that I've noticed, and I actually got some people on the other end of my ear. I'm in another Discord call or whatever. That that agree with me or whatever. I'm getting multiple insight. You know what I mean? And
And do you want me to be honest?
yeah, what's
Like, this
up?
is gonna sound fucked up, honestly, and I hope none of my friends see this, but like the ones that do accept the bad treatment, or the ones that, the two I know are like chopped.
Are what?
Chopped. I'm just being honest. I feel like the women whom are attractive, like the women that men want to attract, are the women that are
Right.
very much not in the wanting a bad boy category. These are the women that are
Yeah.
wanting the men to have, a job, hobby, be kind, and all these things. So maybe that's why they're so lonely. It's that they have, just because like the 10% of women who do accept bad treatment or whatever's wrong with them, whom are chopped, they kind of project
Right.
that onto all the other girls. And it's not the case. That's why women aren't dating them. And I find it mind-blowing. Like, they will go on their phone and they'll listen to Andrew Tate, right? And girls will literally be telling them, do not listen to him, he's wrong. But despite that, they refuse to listen. That's why I don't feel bad for them. Do you get what
Right.
I'm saying? You have to take accountability, because you know what? Feeling sorry for them will
Well,
not
just
help
as
them.
much as men have to take accountability, women have to take accountability too, because I feel like there is a very large lack of accountability. I hear about it all the time, not only from men, but some women as well. There are lesbians that go lesbian in order to get away from the male promiscuity or whatever, and they end up coming back and saying, God, don't get me wrong, men can be fucked up still too, but they agree that if women are not just as fucked up, they're more fucked up. There's articles, there's stories about this. If you go on Reddit or 4chan or whatever, take those stories with a grain of salt, because not all of them are true, obviously, and they're fucking ridiculous, but some of them are true. There was one woman, I forgot her name, probably somebody in the comment section can correct me, but there was one woman who tried to be a man, and the expectations of being a man was so hard on her to the point she ended up committing suicide. And
Man, you can't say the S word.
That's not just a
Hold on.
just a dating.
Can you pause? Because I have to reset
demographic
this.
or-
You can't say the
I'm
S
sorry,
word.
what?
Let me just